The Vice-Chancellor of the University of Lagos, Professor FUHSI Maiden, says the probability of winning or losing the battle against the effect of climate change depends largely on activities in cities, calling for the commitment of all stakeholders to achieving climate action. Professor Ogunshola stated this while delivering a lecture at the Federal University of Health and Sciences in Laorogun. Senior reporter FUHSI Maiden has details.
Despite ongoing advocacy on the need to address climate change, practices such as industrial emissions, burning of fossil fuels, and deforestation continue to rise in Nigeria, especially in urban centers. At this maiden distinguished lecture, Professor FUHSI Maiden described climate change as a threat to humans, animals, and the environment. She said climate change does not create new diseases, but amplifies existing ones, thereby increasing health inequalities. Despite Africa's relatively low contribution to global climate change, she noted that Nigeria's oceans have become about 30% more acidic due to excessive heat, particularly from activities in cities.
Part of keeping the earth warm, the oceans absorb carbon dioxide. They absorb the heat and then they let it go. But over time, the heat we are generating is overcoming all our systems, so that the oceans are now 30% more acidic, because the carbon dioxide coming into it acidifies, because the mechanisms to neutralize this has been overcome.
The Vice-Chancellor of the University, Professor Hakeem Lasisi, noted that the lecture would help policymakers forge ahead in safeguarding human and environmental health from the effects of climate change.
The topic that we have chosen, I presume, will offer ample opportunities to the collective effort to address not only the academic rhetorics, but to activate dormant souls, to appreciate the need for collective efforts to mitigate the effect of the climate change on well-being and the society.
It's very difficult to really distinguish between environmental health and human health. Why? Because that boundary is disappearing little by little. And so, the story of infectious diseases are now being rewritten.
Former governor of the state, Chief Adebisi Akande, and other dignitaries graced the event. FUHSI Maiden TVC News, Laorogun, Osun State.